Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today is both exciting and terrifying. Why is it exciting? Because today we begin our journey of watching the top 150 sci-fi movies according to Rotten Tomatoes. Why is it terrifying? Because we're starting with John Carpenter's 1982 classic, The Thing. But why is it terrifying to me? Multiple reasons. One, I'm a fraidy cat. Two, I've lied about having seen this movie. I've told all of my childhood friends and any adult friends that would ask that I've seen it. And why do they believe me? Because I've seen everything else that John Carpenter and Kurt Russell have done. Well, the big ones, Big Trouble in Little China, Escape from New York, Escape from LA, Saw It, Saw It, Saw It. Can talk about them. Of course they believe me when I said I've seen The Thing. They think I'm a tough guy. No, they don't. They probably all know I'm lying, and now I've just verified it. And that's fine, because today is the day that I fill in the blanks of my sci-fi history. Today is the day where I tackle demons, especially The Thing here, to see how it goes. Okay, the rules that I've given myself, everyone. The only lights that I have on are the ones needed to illuminate me for the camera. The glasses come off for the reaction. That's simply for the cosplay to start us off. The talking right now is a way for me to delay the inevitable. But my friends, the inevitable is here. It is time to begin the journey. It's time to fill in my blanks. It's time to put my money where my mouth is and finally see this movie to say I'm not only a sci-fi fan, but a true John Carpenter and Kurt Russell fan. So my friends, without further ado, let's engage maximum warp reaction for John Carpenter's 1982 movie, The Thing, starring Kurt Russell. And away we go. I'm legitimately scared about this, but I'm legitimately frightened. And it's not so much that I'm scared of horror movies per se. It's that this one in particular, I've built up in my mind to be too scary to watch. And that is something that has been in my mind since I've been 8 or 9 and had to, come up with my first lie about, oh, I've already seen that, or, I'm not interested in that, or I don't want to watch that again, having never seen it a first time. So anywho, everybody, that's just between us. But now, friends, it's time to hopefully overcome that as we bear witness to what everyone claims to be one of the greatest sci-fi / horror movies of all time, John Carpenter's The Thing. Let's count down. Everyone ready? Oops. There goes my shield. Everyone ready? Oh, it's starting quiet. I love Kurt Russell. I love him. I love Kurt Russell and everything. So I'm assuming I'm gonna. Oh, Morcone. Am I reading too much into this, or is this already tense? I can't believe I'm watching this. Oh my gosh. Let's go, let's go, let's go. John, you're scaring me already. Oh, like we actually get like a spaceship. Someone's going in hot. Why is there lightning? It's not supposed to be lightning, right? Antarctica, winter, 1982. Oh, the music's gonna get me. The music's what's bad, everyone. The music's great, but the music is what's going to scare the out of me. That is a long, bumpy shot. Where did they film this, I wonder? Hey, pupper. Or is that a wolf? That's not a pupper. Well, no, it's gotta be a pupper. There's no... I don't think there are any indigenous wolves in Antarctica. Dude, what the shit? I mean, for God's sakes, that hardly seems fair. United States National Science Institute Station 4. Are there like 3 others or? Oh, my man. Playing him some chess. Just destroy that. I'm sure that computer cost like $500,000 back then. Were they just herding it back here? That's not a U.S. copper or U.S. chopper, is it?
What's he doing? Circling the camp.
Is that David Keith?
Said Norge
Or Keith David? Oh, God. Norwegian. The only reason I know that is Keith David is now the voice of Zavala in Destiny 2. Is this guy throwing a grenade on a dog or a wolf or whatever? I think that's a... he is. Or they are. Wait a minute. That's not a dog, is it? Oh, my stomach's going crazy. What is going on? Dude!
Helvete, kom der vekk. Det har ikke en bikkje i. Det er en slags ting. Det imiterer en bikkje. Det er ikke virkelig. Kom der vekk, idioter!
What the... Dude, open the door, dude. Don't break a window you can't replace. Jesus, nice shot. The twitch at the end I could have done without, but...
George, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Are you? Yeah, what's going on there?
George is pretty calm for somebody that just took one in the thigh. Man, don't piss that guy off. I said something about breaking the window. I probably shouldn't have. Why even put it out? I mean, it's a fantastic practical effect. Now I've got it in my head that the dog's like an alien.
First goddamn week of winter.
I'm assuming, okay, it was just a graze. That's why George was okay.
U.S. number 31 calling McMurdo. Urgent. Come in. Over.
What is McMurdo?
Come on.
Nobody.
Nobody. Get a hold of somebody.
Oh, Wilford Brimley.
I haven't been able to reach shit in 2 weeks. I doubt if anybody's talked to anybody on this entire continent, and you want me to reach somebody.
Well, I know I'm packing my skates when I head down to the South Pole.
Maybe we had war with Norway.
Oh.
Guys as crazy as that could have done a lot of damage to their own before they got to us.
Nothing we can do about that.
Oh, yes, there is. I want to go up.
Loaded with kerosene. I count 15 cans.
McCready! Mac, get your gear on!
Creedy. I knew that was his name. I didn't know how to honestly pronounce it. McReady or McCready.
Those clouds keep moving over the sun, we're gonna get a whiteout. We get caught in that, you can scratch one doctor and one pilot.
This is real thin and clear as soon as you get up.
Okay, so again, I have a good friend whose husband is a helicopter pilot, but I've never asked what the range is of a helicopter. I'm assuming a couple 100 miles. Like you couldn't take that helicopter to South America, right? The non-steady shots are grating, and I think it's meant to be that way. There's like an organic bounce to it that I think adds to the tension. If I were a filmmaker, I'd know what that means, but... Oh my God, are they going to come back and like nobody's going to be there? I mean, they were shooting at that dog, wolf, whatever it is, for a reason. They're gonna like fly back and there's not gonna be anybody left. Or there'll be like one person and they think it's their friend, and oh, that's a great sign. Fire in Antarctica is probably a good thing, right? I mean, for a little bit anyway. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, tense. The one thing I don't know. I always thought, just by what other people have said, that there's one alien, but I don't have confirmation of that. I mean, these guys wouldn't have blown up their base, right? Is that hole punch out or in? I'm gonna have to edit out my stomach. My stomach is making oh Jesus. My stomach is making the craziest noises. Is there a cooler, pardon my French, is there a cooler motherfucker than Kurt Russell? I don't think so. Like Kurt Russell and like Lenny Kravitz. I don't think you get cooler. My stomach does not like this movie. Careful, dude. How'd he die? He killed himself. Holy shit. I mean, did he do it himself? My God, it's laid open like inches into his neck. Violence in an action movie, I'm fine. Violence in like a war bio, I'm not as great, but I'm okay. Whew. Gore in a horror movie, I don't know what it is. My stomach can tell you, it's not a fan.
Portable video unit. Anything?
It's all in Norwegian.
Oh, it's a clever way to Norwegian. Unlikely anybody speaks Norwegian, you know, or less likely anybody speaks Norwegian. So anything that they discovered, you're not going to be able to build off of any type of theories that they might have had. Is that ice or is that like a tub? This music. Oh.
But where is it? Look at this.
Oh. There's the kerosene.
What is that?
Dude, one guess.
Man in there? Something?
I don't even know what I'm looking at. I mean, I think I see an arm and a foot, but there's a head that looks like it's stretched, melted. Oh boy. Okay. I can see where this is gonna go. No, I can't. All right, well, there's the pup. Watching intently, because, you know, as puppies do.
We found this.
Why would you bring that inside? Well, my man's got his gun, and he knows how to use it.
Blair, I'd like you to start an autopsy right away.
Is that what it does to people? Yeah, man, I'd be right there with you. I am right there with you. It's fingers broken? It looks like it's... Oh, what in the fuck is this? Oh my God. Oh God, guys. I'm not... This might have been a terrible mistake. Oh my God. Oh, gotta watch.
Well, what we got here is what appears to be, anyway, a normal set of internal organs. Seem to be normal.
Define normal. Oh my God. First off, okay, I'm going to take myself out of this for a second. I need to. the special effects, the makeup work, dear God, this is 1982. Oh my God, my buddy had that very player, but a Betamax, which for all of you too young to remember VHS, Betamax was the less efficient sister product that came out at the same time that was eventually taken over by VHS.
Clark, will you put this mutt with the others where he belongs?
Oh, do they have their own dogs?
Go ahead.
I guess it's official. I can call it a dog.
Go ahead. What are you waiting for?
Can they smell it? There's a lot of dogs. What do they need those dogs? Do they have like dog sleds? That seems inefficient when you have a helicopter. I thought I saw a snowmobile out there too. I could be wrong about that. That might have been just a piece of equipment. What is it staring at? Oh God, this is so messed up. Oh shit. Oh my God. Oh dude, I'd be biting through that shit too. Oh my God, it's like a spider. Oh my God. What's it shooting? Dude, get out of there, man. I'm assuming this thing can get out of a cage, right? Oh boy, we're gonna have our first death here. Chittering is what the subtitles say. Dude, get that thing closed, man. I don't think it's gonna hold it, but... You got a shotgun, dude. Get that shotgun. My man!
Mac wants the flamethrower.
Mac wants the what?
That's what he said. Now move.
Childs. Okay. Making a note. Flamethrower. I don't know why you have a flamethrower at a research station, but... I mean, get melt ice, I guess. Dude, light it up. Is it eating the other dog? Oh my God. Yeah, dude. Oh no, it got out.
Get your ass over here.
Burn it.
Oh my God. There's eyes in it. Why are we putting it out? I am willing to admit when I've made a mistake. Not yet. I'm not going to admit it yet. Real close. Why are we touching this shit? I don't need to know. I am not that curious that I need to know what this thing is. I mean, they've got to have bosses. They've got to have somebody they can contact and say, I know that they can't right now, but I don't even know what I'm looking at. This teeth. I don't know what the... Dude, how... Nobody's vomiting?
What we're talking about here is an organism that imitates other life forms, and it imitates them perfectly. When this thing attacked our dogs, it tried to digest them, absorb them, and in the process shape its own cells to imitate them. This, for instance. That's not dog.
No shit, dude.
Easy.
I'd be watching all of those dogs. You don't know what happened to them. Can it I mean, obviously it can. We're at the beginning of the movie. Can it contaminate them?
What was the dog doing in the rec room?
I don't know. It's just wandering around camp all day.
How long were you alone with that dog?
I don't know, an hour and a half maybe.
Nothing at all.
Okay, I have a question. If it absorbs somebody, does their body remain? Or, oh, this is the found footage.
How much more of this crap is there?
Well, 9 hours, I'd say.
We can't learn anything from this.
What are you talking about?
Seems like they were spending a lot of their time in a little place northeast of their camp, about 5 or 6 miles.
What's that?
It looks like something buried under the ice.
Oh, it's the fucking spaceship from the beginning.
Here. This is it. The place where they were spending most of their time.
Pretty nasty out, Mac. 35 knots.
Screw it, I'm gonna go up anyway.
Oh my God. Woohoo.
Half a mile, due east.
I mean, what was the VFX budget on this? With like the prosthetics and the creature creation. I am both astounded and disgusted. They did a hell of a lot of uncovering or excavating. Ooh, these guys are way braver than me. I mean, I wouldn't even do that. Okay, so what I was saying before is if this thing can take the form of a dog or a person, does it have to leave, like, does it kill the person and then absorb them?
How long you figure this has been in the ice?
Well, the backscatter effect's been bringing things up from way down around here for a long time. I'd say the ice it's buried in is 100,000 years old, at least.
Oh my God. That's where they must have cut it out of the ice. That tub, that block thing that was in their base.
I don't know. Thousands of years ago, it crashes, and this thing thrown out or crawls out, and it ends up freezing in the ice.
Why are we touching everything with our bare hands?
Now, how's this motherfucker wake up after thousands of years in the ice?
And how can it look like a dog?
I don't know how. Because it's different than us, see? Because it's from outer space. What do you want from me? Ask him.
Okay, so it absorbs and becomes, but what happens to like its matter? I'm trying to think, is there a way to kind of track it? You know, to know who it becomes by finding the original body, I guess? Like the dog, would the real dog have been there? It didn't look like it. It was starting to absorb the other dogs. But how do you get infected? Is it touch? If it's touch, you're all done. Holy shit. So it is like a disease. Well, they're all dead then. Why are you messing with that? I mean, I know it's a clue, but God, they just touch everything. They need to verify who's okay. Quarantine, I guess, and then absolutely get the fuck out of there in the helicopter. As they continue to touch this shit.
What is it? Outside. It's 40 below outside.
In the thiacal. Please, Mac.
That's right. Mac has his own house. Like, there's his own little, like, that shack that he's in.
Can't burn the find of the century. That's going to win somebody the Nobel Prize.
Yeah, see all the prizes the Norwegians got.
You got the keys. Get them from Gary. I want to get some stuff out of here.
Oh, for God's sakes. Oh, for God's sakes. It's an awesome set.
There's something wrong with Blair. He's locked himself in his room and he won't answer the door. So I took one of his notebooks from the lab.
Yeah.
Listen. It could have imitated 1 million life forms on 1 million planets. Could change into any one of them at any time. Now it wants life forms on Earth.
Let's go, Bennings. I gotta get some sleep.
Boy. Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no. Oh, man, they are so screwed. Oh, yeah. Let it burn. First off, I would be getting away from the barrel.
Bennings.
I don't know what you're saying.
There was one of those things out there trying to imitate him, Gary.
What, did Gary just think they killed Bennings?
McCready, I know Bennings. I've known him for 10 years. He's my friend.
We gotta burn the rest of them.
No, I don't trust Windows because Windows was in there too. They can't have like an unlimited supply of kerosene either.
All right, step back.
Dear God. I mean, step way back, guys.
You sure that's all of them?
We cleaned out the storehouse, the lab, there is nothing left.
Where's Blair?
Oh, dear God.
I can't find Blair.
Where's everybody else?
It's Fuchs.
Windows is in the radio room, still trying to get through. Everyone else is in the rec room.
Fuchs has the right idea. I'd hang out with McCready, too. Scratch that. I'd hang out with whoever had the flamethrower. McCready.
Blair?
Oh, he just sabotaged the chopper. Dude, gun, flamethrower. Not pickaxe.
Bloody interferes, I'll kill him! Just leave it there.
He smashed up some of the chopper pretty good.
Was he going after... Oh my God, did he...
Some of you.
Wait, is he trying to keep... He knows he can't stop the thing. He's trying to keep them all there. He knows if they get out, that's the end of the world.
Come on, man. You don't want to hurt anybody.
Yes, he does. Do you still have the axe? No. You can take him. Jeez. I don't trust Windows, though, because he was in the room. I mean, he's trying to stop the contagion. I don't think there's any stopping it, though. I mean, they've all touched so much shit.
How you doing, old boy?
I don't know who to trust.
I know what you mean, Blair. Trust's a tough thing to come by these days.
Does it get the memories? Because just...
What?
I said watch Clark. And watch him close. Do you hear me?
Which one's Clark? Is Clark the guy with the dogs?
Well, now, the radio's gone.
So are the choppers.
Yeah, we're completely cut off. All we can do now is hole up till spring, wait for the rescue team.
No, we don't wait.
If I was an imitation, a perfect imitation, how would you know if it was really me?
Is there some kind of test, Doc?
Well, yeah, possibly. I've been thinking about a blood serum test.
What's that?
We could take a sample of each person's blood. Could mix it with uncontaminated blood. I suppose if there's a reaction, we'd know who isn't human.
We've got whole blood in storage.
Keep an eye on Clark. He was close to that dog.
Okay. Clark's the dude with the beard who was upset about the dogs. Okay. I mean, you basically need to pair up here. And someone's going to be...
Gary! Hey, you guys, come here!
Mother...
Somebody got to the blood.
Somebody got to the blood!
Wait a minute. Was this broken into?
No, the lock is undamaged.
Somebody had the key.
Well, who's got access to it?
I guess I'm the only one.
And I got the only key.
Who else could have used that key?
Nobody. I just give it to Copper whenever he needs it.
Could anybody have gotten it from you, Doc?
I don't see how. As soon as I'm finished, I return it right away.
I suppose somebody could have lifted it off me.
Oh,
That's
come on. That key ring of yours is always hooked to your belt.
It's not
How did anybody get through it?
I was worried about Windows. Now, is he just... Oh,
You're gonna let him give the orders? I mean, he could be one of those things.
we know that guy can... Yep. Everybody put your guns down. Now, if somebody goes to shoot...
It's on the floor.
Come on, Gary. What?
I don't know about Copper. But I give you my word, I did not go near that blood.
Oh, I'm not paying attention to who's in the scenes and who's not in the scenes. Shit. Damn it. I don't think you should be collecting all the weapons. Oh my God, I'm so tense. Woo. They're gonna burn the blood now? But they're touching everything. Friends, they are touching it all.
I know I'm human. And if you were all these things, then you'd just attack me right now. So some of you are still human. This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation.
How do you use that against
It'll
it?
fight if it has to. But it's vulnerable out in the open. If it takes us over, then it has no more enemies. All right, Doc, Gary and Clark, move over there away from the others.
I mean, can't you just ask questions that only they would know? Or is this thing that good?
Norris, you and Childs, shoot him up with morphine. Tie him down in the rec room and watch him. Fuchs, you start working on a new tech.
I need Doc's help.
Can't they do the test with something else? Can Mac give his blood? Wouldn't this thing just act like it was doped up?
One other thing. I think it rips through your clothes when it takes you over. Windows found some shredded long johns, but the name tag was missing. They could be anybody's.
So watch for people to change their clothes?
Nobody trusts anybody now. And we're all very tired.
And we're all very tired.
You come up with anything yet?
One or two ideas.
Why are people being by themselves?
If a small particle of this thing is enough to take over an entire organism, then everyone should prepare their own meals.
Well, if he's still human, he's a threat because he's coming up with ideas. Yeah, Fuchs he's a threat.
Who's that?
Well, they made a strange sound, so I'm guessing it's not. See, we don't even know if Fuchs is still Fuchs at this point. We didn't see him get to the outside. Oh, Jesus.
Anybody see Fuchs? Somebody blew out a fuse in the lab. Lights were out in there for an hour. Any one of us could have gotten to him. All right, we gotta find him. Knowles, why don't you come with me and we'll look outside. Palmer, you and Windows check the inside.
I ain't going with Windows. I ain't going with him. I'll go with Childs.
Hey, fuck you, Palmer!
I'm going with you.
What do you do, though?
Windows, you come with us. Norris, you stay here. Any of them move, you fry them. You hear anything at all, you cut loose on the sirens. We all meet back here in 20 minutes regardless.
Why don't you all just stay in the same damn room? I mean, it has to show itself eventually. Right? My stomach. Ugh.
I'm not gonna harm anybody, and there's nothing wrong with me. And if there was, I'm all better now. I'd like to come back inside. Now, you got my promise.
I mean...
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute, man. I want to come back inside, don't you understand it? You gotta let me come back inside.
Oh, God. I mean, he's got a new setup and everything.
Is it Fuchs?
It's his glasses.
Maybe he burned himself before it could get to him.
Oh, my God.
Great! Now what are we gonna do?
You're all gonna die.
You go inside, tell the others we found Fuchs. We'll be in as soon as we can.
Where are we going?
Up to my shack.
What the hell for?
Because when I left yesterday, I turned the lights off.
Oh, this is nerve-wracking. Oh, my word. What happened?
We better start closing off the outside doors.
What's wrong with him? I mean, what's this for, though?
All of you, come here!
What's the matter? What is going on?
We're up checking around this place. I found this. Look. It was stashed in his old oil furnace. Wind must have dislodged it, but I don't think he saw me find it.
They're gonna end up killing themselves.
All right. We got no choice now.
Why is he why is he in pain, though? I mean, it didn't really get Kurt Russell, did it?
messes with me and the whole camp goes. Come on, child, burn me. Put those torches on the floor and back off.
That proves he's not one of them, because it wouldn't be willing to kill itself.
Where's the rest? Anybody touches me, and we go.
What is wrong with him?
Not breathing. One time, Doc.
Got to keep going in different directions, splitting up. Okay, what would I do? Run. I don't know what I'd do. Oh my God, how long has he been down, though?
Clear. Clear.
Oh my God. What in the fuck, man? Oh, I was not expecting that. Oh my God, what am I watching? Oh my God, the special effects. This is 1982, everybody. I mean, it doesn't matter. He was in plain sight, too, infected. In plain sight. Oh my God, my stomach hurts so bad. Oh, dear Jesus. Oh, this is horrific. Bye-bye, good night, sleep. I mean, Jesus.
What do you got in mind, McCready?
A little test. And Windows. You and Palmer, tie everybody down real tight.
What for?
For your health.
Come on, let's rush him. He's not gonna blow us all up.
Let's do what Max says.
I don't trust you.
He wasted Norris pretty quick, didn't he?
That's close enough, Clark.
He ain't tying me up.
Then I'll have to kill you, child.
Then kill me.
See, I trust Childs because he wouldn't be...
I mean it.
I guess you do.
Clark meant it too. Oh, poor Doc, man.
This is bullshit, Mac. Finish it, Palmer. They're dead, Mac.
Gotta burn him up.
Windows.
Oh my God, he's making a suicide vest. Oh, I don't do well with stuff like this.
We're gonna find out who's the thing.
They said the thing.
Watching Norris in there gave me the idea that maybe every part of him was a whole. Every little piece was an individual animal with a built-in desire to protect its own life. You see, when a man bleeds, it's just tissue. The blood from one of you things won't obey when it's attacked. It'll try and survive, crawl away from a hot needle, say.
It's a good idea. Dude. First off, no gloves again. So if you're taking the samples, you're dead too. And the jury's been out on Windows for most of this movie for me. Damn, dude, you don't have to cut yourself that deep for that blood. I don't understand why they don't ask questions about like, hey, what did we do last week? I am going to have to edit out the horrific noises my stomach is making. I don't trust you, dude. I do not trust Windows at all. God, did he not know if he... Oh, my word. Okay, well...
I guess you're okay. All right. Put that on and watch them. Let's try the Doc and Clark.
That's the Doc. The Doc was clean. Oh, my word. If this works, if this even works, the Doc was clean.
Now, Clark.
Clark's gotta be.
And Clark was human, huh?
Oh, no.
Palmer now.
This is pure nonsense. Doesn't prove a thing.
I thought you'd feel that way, Gary. You were the only one that could have got to that blood. We'll do you last.
Which one? Who was that? Oh. No. Dude, cut him loose. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Oh, dear God. Oh, my God. Oh, okay, so Windows is super duper dead, or he should be. Light it up, man. But didn't... It's coming back. Oh my God. But what Fuchs said, that even one little particle of it could like, that's why they had to prepare their own food. I mean, God, they all have to be contaminated. How is he not? How is he not? Because I don't know.
Let's do it.
Oh, he's definitely not, because he said, you know, go ahead and shoot me. No way he is. No way.
I'd rather not spend the rest of this winter tied to this fucking couch!
Buddy, I'm with you. No, it's just, Blair's still out. Blair's still out in the tool shed, right?
We're going out to give Blair the test. If he tries to make it back here and we're not with him, burn him.
So we have 4 people left? Oh, my Lord. Not counting Blair. Blair makes 5. But Blair was acting different. The chaotic rampage Blair was probably human Blair. Oh, damn it. Well, where could he have gone? I mean, come on. I mean, I am not... There's no way in hell I am getting down in there. I mean...
Hey, Blair! You down there? We got something for you!
Did this thing dig a tunnel? How?
Blair's been busy out here all by himself.
Oh my God, it's building a ship.
Something he's been making.
It's a ship of some kind?
Yep.
Where was he trying to go?
Any place but here.
So did it do it deliberately? Like, go nuts and then get put somewhere? Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. So they left Childs in there, which immediately... Childs is probably dead. Knowles, Gary, and McCready are here. They've all been tested. But McCready left to blow up Palmer and left them all alone. Could they have switched the blood? I don't know. Oh, geez, oh, Pete. I don't trust Knowles either, because he lied about I think he lied about finding McCready's, like, torn up clothes and where he found it. Oh, I'm so confused. I'm so distraught.
6 hours, it'll be 100 below in here.
Well, that's suicide!
Not for that thing. It wants to freeze now. It's got no way out of here. It just wants to go to sleep in the cold until the rescue team finds it.
Oh my God, that's right. It'll make it.
What can we do?
You gotta kill it.
Whether we make it or not, we can't let the thing freeze again.
But you're all gonna die. I mean...
We're not getting out of here alive.
Oh my God.
But neither...
Don't use all of it. I mean, run. Everybody run. 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 Is that Knowles? Okay, it's the 3. I have to go with it. These guys would all be... They have to all be okay. Because they're going along with the self-destruct plan. I don't think the creature would do that. Then again, it's outthought him. Oh, they're burning the whole place down. We still haven't seen Childs. So if Childs is the creature now, or the thing, what if he just ran out into the cold to freeze? He'd be found probably, right? This movie, oh my God. I mean, it's great, but I usually like to relax a little bit when I watch movies. He still has his vest. I thought he used all of it. He's playing fast and loose with an open flare.
Generator's gone. Any way we can fix it? It's gone, McCready.
He took it, or it's gone like broken beyond belief. No, this is where they're gonna. They split up. This is it. This is the final who's who. I mean, I can only assume that if they're continuing to go about the mission of self-destruction, that they have to be human, because the creature wouldn't go along with this. I don't think. The Thing. I gotta call it by its appropriate title, The Thing. And where is Childs? Gary. I totally forgot Blair was still alive. I am so out of it. I cannot believe I... What was he doing? Just like reaching into his throat. Oh my God. So Gary's gone. Or Gary's one of them. Gary, Childs, Blair.
How's it coming in there?
Its ship was crashing, it looked like, before when I said coming in hot. Maybe there's something about that they could... Oh, he's ready to blow it right now. Oh my God, my back. I'm carrying a smidge of tension here. I mean, get confirmation that everybody's dead. There's the dog.
Fuck you too!
Oh my God. Okay, so everything just blew up. Oh wait, McCready's house is okay, right? But he has no power. He can't, the generator's gone, so he can't keep it warm. The Norwegian station was blown up. Is there another station? Well, you can't risk it. You can't risk going to another station. If there, I mean, I would assume the Americans, the Norwegians, I'm sure there are other nationalities down there. And is this even McCready? Childs.
You the only one who made it?
Not the only one.
Did you kill it?
Where were you, Charles?
Thought I saw Blair. I went out after him. Got lost in the storm. Fire's got the temperature up all over the camp. Won't last long, though. How will we make it?
We won't.
Well, what do we do?
Why don't we just wait here for a little while? See what happens.
I am so tense. Is McCready... Have we ever seen the creature eat one of the... or drink, I mean... You've got to be shitting me! Oh my God, you have got to be shitting me. I am turning this off. Ooh. All right, everybody. Just got finished watching 1982's John Carpenter's The Thing, starring Kurt Russell, Keith David, Wilford Brimley, and a bunch of other people. I am going to go vomit. Then I probably vomit again. And If I don't need to vomit a third time, I'll be back to do my thoughts. Let's talk about it. All right, friends, we just finished watching John Carpenter's The Thing, starring Kurt Russell. My thoughts on this one. Okay, so to further explain why I haven't seen this movie, in a nutshell, as a kid, this movie terrified me. I don't know if it was like the VHS sleeve down at the video store. I remember, just being there's a graphic from the poster that's like a hooded jacket, like a cold weather gear with like a fur line, like what they were wearing, and there's just like light coming out of the hood, and I don't know if that's what turned me off about it, but all of my friends, my best buddy was older than me, so he always said how much he loved it, and he watched it with his friends in his class and all of those things, and I distinctly remember we were going to watch it one night. I think I was 9 or 10, and I was utterly terrified. I knew that there was just no way that I was going to be able to get through this, but I didn't want to look bad in front of everybody. So I remember sitting as close to the TV as I could so nobody could see my face. I'm going to get in so much trouble. If any of my childhood friends see this, I've lost every ounce of credibility I've ever had. I would sit as close as I could to the TV so no one could see my face. And I would close my eyes. And that worked for a little bit. I would say I might have heard about 15% of this movie that I don't remember. Or I didn't remember before this. A couple of things pinged with the dog early on. And that's because the only part I saw. And then I remember, going and getting popcorn and ending up talking to my friend's sister instead, and kind of staying out of the room until it was all over. And then, or I can't remember if I came back in and then just like closed I forget what I did, but it was, I don't know how well, they probably already know. I probably think that I was being super duper tricky, and they're all like, oh yeah, we know you didn't watch that. But anywho, and then ever since then, while I read and I knew what it was about, that there was an alien that could take people's shapes, I was never even inclined to figure out, like, read a synopsis of it. This movie, it was one of those things like from your childhood that I often equate certain things like that, things from childhood that made you feel a specific way, whether it's positive nostalgia. I'm talking about some of these things when I do MASH. Like this kind of unknown, I love this, but I'm not really sure why type of feelings, or I hate this, but I'm not really sure why type of feelings. The ones from childhood for me about The Thing have crept forward to the point where I never wanted to take the plunge. If I had time to watch something, the last thing on my list was going to be The Thing. Cut to now. So, I decided that I wanted to take this journey with Star Trek with the channel, and I wanted to make sure that, fill in all the blanks with Star Trek. And then the more I kind of researched how to plan and go about doing the Star Trek stuff, I thought to myself, you know what? You should really do all the sci-fi movies that you missed. I found the 150 greatest sci-fi movies of all time list over on Rotten Tomatoes. First kind of, entry was The Thing. And I thought, you know what? I have to do this. I have to watch this thing. I have to kind of get through the fears and whatnot that I have and, commit it to memory. And I'm very glad I did. I'm sure I overreacted. My stomach was all over the place with that one. It was just every time something would happen. And the crazy thing is, every time something would happen, like certain tense, it would stop. And as soon as it got quiet and things settled down after one of those horrific scenes, it'd be, oh. So I'm going to attempt to edit out that stuff, but I don't know if I'm going to be successful. Anywho, what did I think about the movie? Am I glad I watched it? Yes, I am very glad that I can finally say that I have watched The Thing from pillar to post. Things that I remembered about my brief encounter with the movie before. I remembered stuff about the dogs, and I think that's probably what triggered me to think, they're shooting at the dog. Well, I mean, obviously it's a strange scenario, but I think that's probably what led me to believe that the creature was the dog to begin with. I couldn't remember anybody else that was in it. Now, when I saw Keith David, I remembered that he was in it. But again, Didn't remember Wilford Brimley. Didn't remember a lot of character actors in there that I unfortunately, no disrespect, don't remember all their names. But I remember seeing those actors in a ton of different projects and things. But I didn't remember any of them from the movie. I remember that Kurt Russell's character, I forgot if it was McCready or McReady or lack of intelligence informing me as to how to pronounce that. But, I remembered him being a helicopter pilot. I did remember that. I didn't understand how that played into it, though, because for some reason, I had it in my mind that it was like a military base and not like a research station, which doesn't make any sense. Why is there a military base in Antarctica? Regardless, had a lot of like conflicting thoughts, and 90% of those were not accurate after I've watched it. I didn't remember any of the testing, any of the reveals. Like the one that got me was when the doc was hitting the defibrillator and the hands went into the chest that became a maw. Woo! That's going to be a long time in the forgetting for me. That was, I think, the easiest thing to say here about the thing is I believe that it is truly terrifying, simply because of the tense nature of everything. It's not just a horror movie as it is like a whodunit, an ongoing whodunit, which the perpetrator can change, of the crime, so to speak. But I think what I wanted to focus on with this one was the story. Was the story good? Because I love all of John Carpenter's things. They're really based, you talk about science fiction, like Escape from New York. It's Manhattan has become a penal colony or a huge prison. And those things, Big Trouble in Little China, this magic infused element that is, taken over this little part of town and all this great stuff. I love those kind of hooks that Carpenter has for you. Well, this was the hookiest of the hooks because this one was really, really well done. I have no idea if it was based off of something else, like a short story or an earlier movie or a play. It almost could be a play, because of the localized setting. It almost could be a stage play. But anyhow, I thought it was, as far as the acting, brilliant across the way, because you're unsure who is who, and then like the subtle shifts, I'm going to definitely, there has to be some theory videos out there that basically tell you, like when so-and-so was changed to the thing, because the one that flipped me out, I forget the character's name right now, but the guy who had the heart attack and then, the defibrillator opened up, I don't remember him being, all of them were, again, touching things and stuff like that, but I don't remember him being alone where he could have been assimilated or was he just infected and it finally revealed itself? That's why he was walking around like, maybe that was it. And is that the type of infection you're looking at? I don't know, but the acting was fantastic because, when Blair was out in the tool shed, there was a distinct method to Wilford Brimley's acting when they put him in there. And then when they went to visit, hey, let me out. Everything's fine now, with that noose ominously hanging there, which was great. What a fantastic way to kind of add even additional tension, in those sort of mid shots, you got to see the noose just right in frame, which that was in and of itself something else. But you know what? That makes me wonder, I guess when they originally put Blair out into the tool shed, he was human because he made the noose. And the thing's not going to make the noose. The thing wants to live. The thing has a plan. The thing, wouldn't spend the time, I think, making the noose. So I wonder if Blair either had the infection, like the guy that had the heart attack and then changed out there, or the thing in one of its other forms went out there and got him. Either way, to start building the ship down there, there has to be theory videos that could better, I can sit here and try to figure this out, but I can already tell there's just no way. There's too many nuances. This would take several rewatches. Now that I know what I'm looking for, like we were halfway through the movie and I thought to myself, oh my God, why am I not watching who's in the scene? Because if somebody's absent, then they can become a suspect list. And I wasn't paying attention for that first part. So, the one that really flipped me out was the guy with the dogs, Clark. I thought for sure Clark was gone. Now, he may have been infected, and changing, but the blood came back normal even after he was shot. I thought for sure he was, one of the things. Um, Crazy. But I mean, that adds to, that's the thing. That's the hook of the thing. Who is it? And I want to watch a video explaining it all, and then go back and watch it again and be able to identify these parts myself and see if they're obvious, because that would be amazing if, something occurs in the background, or, you see something that you didn't see before that is just in plain sight, that on a rewatch is so evident. So I definitely, or so apparent, I would definitely, I'm going to do that. But I'm not going to do it soon. That movie didn't scare me per se. It didn't frighten me per se. It sickened me in a couple of those scenes. Those special effects. I had forgotten what horror movies, and I do not like horror movies, period. Now, a couple of them I watched just because they kind of, bleed over into other areas. Friday the 13th, never watched them. Nightmare on Elm Street, I watched the first one, and Dream Warriors, which I think was the third one. And I watched the Dream Warriors one because there was, I remember there was a kid in a wheelchair who played Dungeons and Dragons. And that was the hook for me enough to like fight my way through Freddy Krueger. Anywho, I actually remember liking that movie too, but I digress. I think that with this movie and with that, the special effects being as authentic as something like that could be. I mean, when they're doing the dissection and he's like, oh, a heart. First off, I don't know what a heart looks like coming out of a body or a liver, but my mind said, yep, that's a heart. And my stomach approved of that designation and reacted accordingly. I mean, it was an excellent movie. There's no, I mean, it is deserving of its cult status. It is deserving of being called a science fiction classic. Because I mean, I don't think there's a moment that my brain wasn't moving. Who is it? Oh my God, that type of stuff. But that tension level for me is not something I seek out. It's not something that, I don't need to be that. I'd like to relax when I watch things. I don't mind a little bit of suspense, but that was outright electric. I mean, it was, my back hurts, my stomach hurts. Listen to me. Oh, his back hurts, his tum-tum hurts, but it does. Okay. So just, let me have my thing here. But it's, what a credit to just storytelling. What an incredible credit. I'm so glad I saw it because I've loved all of the other collaborations between Carpenter and Russell. And this was, Big Trouble in Little China will always be, one of my favorite movies of all time. But as far as the effectiveness of the collaboration, The Thing at the very least ties Big Trouble. I have to admit it. Even though, like I said, this is not something I'm going to seek out to watch. This was enough for me for now. I'm going to rewatch again to see if I can, after I've seen a video and kind of are guided towards things to look for. I'm going to do it again, but it's going to be a bit. It is going to be a bit. I have to make use of this hat again at some point. But anywho, a couple questions that I had before we leave The Thing here. Couple questions I had was, again, and this is going to be something that I'm going to have to rectify with research later as to like kind of I don't know, I assume that you could have more than one creature, more than one thing at a time. Obviously multiple people can be infected, but is it all like a hive mind? I don't know if there's any way to prove that, but like, when one person becomes it and like the dog or whatever is also infected and they both have the thing inside them, is it two separate things? Is it all one organism, just independently mobile? I don't even know if that's the word, or the phrase or however you would describe it. But, is it one creature or is this the way that it like reproduces? It just infects and another organism is born and then, 2 become 4, become 8. I'd love to know that. That's one of my main questions. The other question that I had is, now that this creature is out, and we can only assume that either MacReady or Childs, MacReady or Childs, one of them is or both. Well, if they were both, they'd know it. One of them has to be the thing, right? So if that's the case, I would love to know who it is, because I think Childs is kind of like the red herring. Like you want to be like, it's Child. He was away. He went out chasing somebody. His whole backstory seems sort of bullshit. But the real misdirect there would be if Childs was the last human and MacReady was at the end the thing. Again, I'm sure, knowing the internet and knowing the love that this movie has generated over the decades, I'm sure there are plenty of fan theories out there. That I'm definitely going to explore that. I need those questions answered. And I think my final question about all of this is, I would really like to know a timeline of what happened to the Norwegians, because to be very honest, it looks like they almost did it. It looks like they almost got this thing. Now, of course, there could have been elements left at the Norwegian base frozen that they just looked past and didn't see. Biological elements that the party from the U.S. base just failed to recognize at that point in the movie, not knowing what was going on. But the Norwegians seem to, if we're going by the theory that they did in fact drive it out in the form of the dog, wow, did they get close? Wow, did they get close? One shot that actually clipped that dog out on the tundra or whatever, they could have taken it out. And provided that the two of like the pilot and the gunner weren't affected or infected, they might have stopped it. And again, I don't know if anybody can actually answer that. Maybe if somebody has gone over those VHS tapes they got from the Norwegian lab, maybe a fan has gone through and said, oh, nope, look here, look there. That's another thing that I would like to know. How close did I'm so absolutely nervous after and just frazzled. How close did the Norwegians get to finishing it off? Is it one creature? Does it jump back around and all that stuff? And at the end, who is the thing? I need to know those three things. Friends, am I glad I watched it? Yes. Am I going to watch it anytime soon? Again? I'm going to watch it again, just not anytime soon. I need some time to decompress. I'm hoping I'll be able to sleep from now until forever. But I'm very glad I did it. And if any of my buddies from my youth or currently are watching this, know that I didn't mean to lie. I didn't mean to pervert the truth. I was just a big fraidy cat. And again, it was one of those things from your youth that when you're scared of something in your youth, much like an elephant, as a baby, the elephant is staked into the ground with a stake and it can't pull free. And then when the elephant grows up, they stake it into the ground with the same size stick. But because the elephant doesn't forget that it couldn't pull out, it doesn't realize it's big enough to do so now. That's me. I'm big enough to realize that I should have been able to overcome the fears of my childhood. I just refused to do it until today. So, an elephant no more is me. Anywho, everybody, thank you so much for watching all of this. If you could, after all of that, and after my tum-tum problems, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications for any time that we go live or post on YouTube for any of our Star Trek content. And again, the continuation of the Sci-Fi top 150 movies of Rotten Tomatoes. But my friends, I'm signing off from Antarctica. If you could all just do me a favor and Vulcan roll, and I'll see you later.